Hey world, I had to share this quote: winners never quit and quitters never win. And the reason why this is so important is because there's another quote that's going around out there. You could call it the flavor of the day. When I was in HR, my leaders would lovingly ask me, Larry, what's the flavor of the day around organizational development? What's the latest psychometric tool? Well, here's the latest buzzword: quiet quitting. I hate that word. Quiet quitting. But everybody's using it. It's becoming the inclination of our minds. And unfortunately, our people are hearing that. Our workforce is hearing that. And it's not leaving a good taste, at least not in my mouth. Because when I think of quiet quitting, I think of quitting first and foremost. And winners don't do that. But look at this. Everybody's talking about it. Some of the people who we depend upon for data around talent, Korn Ferry talks about quiet quitting. Gallup says that 50% of the United States workforce is quiet quitting. Josh Bersin, an authority of data, uses reports from Mercer that talks about 81% of employees have had it and also talks about quiet quitting. Harvard Business Review talks about quiet quitting. And it's not just in the US. Our neighbors to the north struggle with this phenomenon. Well, guess what? It's just another term for disengagement. And flip that around to the positive side. I love this article from LinkedIn back a year before the pandemic broke out. And they said, when your most motivated employees become quiet, look out. I wouldn't worry about quiet quitting as much as I would about quiet staying. That doesn't sound as catchy though, does it? But your best people have thoughts about how to get through this. They always do. They are the best idea generators, the ones that are closest to your customers. And Korn Ferry comes back with this great article just this week and talks about how this is coming full circle. Indeed it is. It's the same equation: meaningful work. The higher the engagement and the less likely employees are to leave their workplace. Focus on the positives. How do we make this happen? According to Gallup, it takes more than a 20% pay raise to convince employees to leave their job. When they feel engaged, there it is. There's the positive. And what drives this? This isn't a flavor of the day. This has always been. It's leadership. It's leadership. Growing more leaders, not more followers. Caring, truly caring about your people, which means educating them, growing them, listening to them. They're the best idea generators. I remember these two things have been a constant through any organization that I have worked with or get to work with. Do the basics well. MJ says it best. Get the fundamentals down, the level of everything you do will rise. And when I think of developing people, there is nothing more basic than giving those individuals the hope, the enthusiastic vision of hope for the future. And then making technology pay. Technology creates new opportunities to do a job that customers want done. So of course, there it is. We will figure this hybrid workforce out. We will measure to manage, and the great leaders will listen to their people, and they will figure out how to get the job done to take care of the customer. In the end, when you look at it from that flip side, not quiet quitting, but maybe conscious competency, maybe effective engagement. You can use alliteration, but flip that, because whatever you talk about, whatever you rehearse and reflect upon will become the inclination of your mind, but also the people around you. But be aware of those words that seem harmless, but they do a lot of damage if we're not careful. Have a great day.